Alright, we are back. So what we're going to do now with our flowers in a vase acrylic painting lesson 4. And we are going to put some more flowers on. I'm just going to lay this out of the way for now. So that I can, let's clean up the bottom of this vase here. Put a little bit of a highlight here to make it look like a reflection and clean up this edge here. So we're just going to get our flat brush. This brush here that I was talking about, heel and toe, that's called an angular brush. Okay, and I have a little tattoo that I had done, but it's after getting faded now. That's a rose. So as you can see, I love flowers. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean up this little bit down here, just so that it can look like it's part of the vase. I'm just going to put a little bit of white over that, just a little bit, just to give it a bottom. That's all, simple as that. And then I'm going to take some, I think maybe, I better clean up that edge here because I got chalk on it. So I will clean it up with a dark brown, just to get it back to the way it was. Okay, so let's get that done. And when we get that done, I want to put a little bit of a highlight on that edge there, probably with a little bit of yellow, just a little bit of yellow, just to give it like the light must be coming in and shining on the table. Just a little bit of an edge. There we go, just a little bit. And down here you can put a little bit of that yellow here, just to give it, like there's a highlight here. So I'm just going to dip into a little bit of white and a little bit of yellow, I think, just to brighten it up a little bit. I'm just going to bring over a little bit of highlight, just to show, just going to blend it a little bit with my hand, just to show there's a little reflection here from the vase. Okay, so I might need a little more white. I'll do that after. So now we're going to do some more flowers. Now let's do some more of these smaller little flowers, the fillers, just to get a few more fillers in there. So just use, and let's go ahead and use our angular brush, heel and toe. And what we'll do is we'll put maybe some red on the heel and some yellow on the toe, and we'll pull in some of these nice little fillers. You might want to add a little white to that yellow. I find the yellow is a little bit transparent, so we'll just pick some spots. So just touch and pull back, touch and pull back towards each other. So I'll get a close-up of that for you. So just take your angular brush with the heel down and the toe up. You're right-handed, so I might be teaching to you backwards, so if you're right-handed. So just touch and pull back, and then touch and pull back towards the one you already did. And you get a nice little flower, see? And you can use any colors that you want. There we go. So just these nice little flowers. There we go. Good. That's little tiny ones. You can do as many of those as you want. There we go. So now I'm going to show you how to use a nice tulip. Let's go with a nice little tulip. So take the this is the angular brush again. So take, let's see, white on the toe and red on the heel. Got lots of paint on there. Alright, let's see what we can do with this. Let's see, now I'm just going to keep this for a guide to help me. Even though I did it already, I do need to look at things when I need to. So we'll just pick a spot for our tulip. So we'll just take your brush, and instead of having your toe up, you're going to go with the horizontal. So you start out, so you just lay it flat, touch and pull, Alright, so you got that one done. And then you go on the other side, flip it around, and go on the other side. Now, that red came out awful transparent, didn't it? But you got that white in the center there, which is kind of nice. Reload your brush with a bit of white, and maybe take the red, add a little white to it to pink it up, and some white. Now do it again. Touch and pull, flip, touch and pull. So you can go over that a few times. You may need a second coat to make it nice. Alright. So then you can just put white on your toe and touch, and see, you'll get that white line there. Isn't that nice? You get that nice white line. Separate it. Alright, let's try another one. So I'm going to take my red paint, I'm going to mix it with some white to make it pink. So mix it with pink, make a pink color. Pink. And that'll thicken up the paint a bit for you. Put that on the heel, white on the toe. I didn't even clean my brush. We'll see what's going to happen now. So let's pick another spot, maybe right here. So with the, it looks like that the white is on, like I'm left-handed, so you'll have to improvise. As long as the white is in the center, and touch and pull, and you make it towards, like you're coming in a smile, or whatever you want to call it. Reload your white, and again pull towards that one, and reload with white, and come in a bit so they can meet. Flip, and there we go. Pretty little flower. That is so pretty. So now let's try to get some red paint. I'm going to clean my brush a little bit, just wiping it off with some tissue. And I am going to try a blue. So you can make these up as you go along. Blue and a little bit of red. So you got that, and I'm going to put down my brush, and then I'm going to put the white on my toe. And then I'm going to just make a small version of those tulips and just have touch and around, just touch. This time you're going to have your toe up and up, so you're going to have it vertical. So touch and around, and then go to the other side, touch and meet the other side. So it's another little flower. How's that? So if you're going to make the bigger tulips, your brush would be horizontal with the white side towards in. If you want to make this kind of flower, you put your toe up, and when you put your toe up, you touch and you pull, make a little curve, get some more paint, make a little curve, and then flip and make another little curve towards that one if you want to make it a little different. There we go. So it's just a matter of you know, playing with your brush and seeing how you can make these flowers, and different types of flowers, and just by moving your brush in different angles. Okay, now I'm going to try something else. Alright, these flowers are busy. They make me busy. Alright, let's see. So if you need to put some more red in that flower, you can certainly go back over it again and do it again. Depends on what you want. Okay, we'll leave that one. Some of these flowers, you can add some extra white to it. If you want to say, you want to add a little bit of white on the edge here, you can do that. We can also make some blue. Make a light purplish color. Blue and some red. Blue and some red. And we will make a center for a small rose for now. So let's make a small rose, I don't know, maybe right here. So just put that on there like that. There we go, that's all you need, just tap that on. And then you're going to take the same brush and put some white on just the toe. Okay, I clean my brush off a little bit and put white on the toe. And then I'm just going to make this little smile. And I'm going to make another little smile meeting each other. And then I'm going to make a bigger smile and a bigger one. So that's a little rose there. So now you can also do one like this. You can take your purple color and put that on your heel or on the whole brush, it doesn't matter. And then we'll put the white on the toe. And then you're going to, with something like this one up here, but you're going to make it a little smaller, you're just going to take it anywhere you want. Let's go here and go around. Oops, that didn't work. Oh no, I'm in trouble. Okay, let's give that another shot. Around and around. Okay, that didn't work. So, you know, I'm always making bloopers. And I may not be able to... We leave that as a flower. That's pretty. So let's say we go around and around. And that make a little indication of a rose. You can always put little touch-ups on it there, like that. So these are just little round flowers, like rosebuds and things like that that you can make. And we can make some bigger roses. Let's try a little bigger one over here. So I'm going to go around and around, around and around. There we go. So there's some simple little flowers there for you. And now let's make some different types of flowers. I'm going to clean my brush and I'm going to take out, we'll be using the angular brush a lot, okay? So take some brown paint and let's make a spot where you want another flower. So let's say you want a flower right here. So just tap in your brown just to have a center. Clean your brush and come into, let's say, some pink on the heel and white on the toe. Alright? And on top, let's make touch and pull with the toe up. Touch and pull. That's up over your brown center. That's up over, and then on the right, straight in, pull. On the left, straight in, pull. And on the bottom, reload if you got to. Pull. Okay, so now we're going to fill in between those. So now you got that, and then you got another one in between that one, another one in between that one, another one in between those two. Reload if you have to. And another one here. So the toe up and heel down, just pull towards the center. Good. And now some more white on your toe. And in between those, pull in, in between the ones you just did. Good, 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 and good. Now, that's a little flower that you have there. So we leave that there for now, and I'm going to clean up the center there. So I'm just going to get my little liner brush that I had there. And then what we'll do is we'll put some more brown in there. Some more brown in there. And then we will tap on some yellow or white, whatever you can see. I'll put white in there so you can see it. Okay, there we go. Oh, 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 oh. Good. Now, that's that one. And what we can do, to make it even prettier, I'm trying to accomplish something like this one here. So what you're going to do now is the same thing. Put some pink on your heel or on the whole brush if it's easier for you, and some white on the toe. There we go. And now everything that you did there now, just put a few shorter ones in. One, just touch, tap, touch, 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 touch. Like I say, I'm doing a video, so it's a little bit harder for me to get things to work, you know, the way it would be nice when I got lots of time to let things dry and all that good stuff. So I'm just going to show you these anyway, and hope that you can get some pretty flowers done. So you just put some smaller ones in, and then you can clean up your middle again. I'm going to let that dry, and then I'll clean it up after. You can even go over that flower, those bigger flowers again if you want to. Just put the pink on, a bit of white, and you can highlight them a bit more if you want to, if they're not bright enough. Just go back over and do the same thing that you did. Right, so say you want to highlight more, you just go back over the same flower and just get some more white in there, okay? So that's, try another one now. Let's try something else. Let's see. Let's try maybe something like this one here. So the same deal, it's all the same, you know, your heel toe, heel toe. So that one's a bit purpley, so I'm just going to add a bit of white to my purple color, brighten it up. Maybe make it a nice pinkish, purplish color. Whatever colors you want, it's up to you. So put all the color on your brush, and then the heel, and then the toe. Then you put the white on the toe. Okay. Got lots of paint on there, so I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm just going to pick a spot, let's say right here, and I'm just going to pull in, pull in, pull in. And you can make a center first if you want to, or you can just pull in towards the center. And then we'll put the center in after. Okay, so that needs more white, as you can see. Pull in, pull in, pull in. So once you get the hang of this little technique, you can make all kinds of flowers. So then we can take the edge of our brush, tap it into brown, and just tap it on flower if you want. And then you can take your brush and clean it, or use the little tiny liner brush, and then add some white to it. Okay, little white dots. Like I said, it's almost better when they dry, so I don't have time to do that now. So let's make a couple more flowers, and then I will probably let you go in a couple minutes, and then I will come back and we'll finish up what I'm going to do here. And then you can add as many flowers as you want, and as many different kinds of flowers that you want, whatever you want to do. So I think I want to try, let's try, how about this one here? That's orange. Orange it is. So add some red and yellow together. I'm still using my angular brush. Orange, add a bit of white, make an orangey color. And so leave that orangey color on your brush, and then put your toe into the white. Okay. There we go. And some white on the toe, and let's see what we can do. Alright, let's try, let's make our center first, so that we'll get a little organized here. Maybe we can put it here. I'm just putting them randomly. I'm not really, you know, you can make up your own composition. You can draw it all out first if you like. I'm just going to do this for you and have some fun. So I'm just going to pull, so there's your center, and just going to take one here, one to the right, and one to the left. And your toe is out. Toe is out, okay? And then you're going to put some more paint on your toe, and then pull in some more. So we'll pull them in between each other, something like you did with the other one. Okay? Pull in, pull in. Yep. Let's go. and keep pulling them in, and then go between each other again. Just touch and pull, touch and pull. Same as you do with your leaves, same as you do with your other flowers. It's all basically the same technique. Now there are many ways to do flowers. Many ways. You look up some videos on how to do flowers, and you know, so just take what you can and use what you can to make some flowers. And I'm trying to do it easy as I can for you, so that you can get started. And then you can do the more complicated ways with one-stroke painting, I think it's called. And so I got that little bit done. It's a little messy, but you know, this is just touch and pull in towards the center, and you can straighten that up. I can straighten it up after when and then you can put another smaller ones in here. Just tap them on. And I'm going to clean that one up after, because that didn't come out as nice as I would have liked it to. But that's the idea, right? Just take, I'm going to show you. It didn't come out like this. And but anyway, so you put your you pull your oranges in, and then you have your center first, and then you pull some more smaller ones in. But you know, I'm going to try that another way now while I can. I'm going to try something else to make it. See if I can do this another way. Alright, I'm going to make my orange, and I'm going to make some red. So I'll make my orange first. Nice orangey color. And then I'm going to add some white to my red and yellow to brighten it up. Okay, so red and yellow. And some white to brighten it up. An orangey color. I'd like to get it more on the yellow side if I could, but I don't have all day, so I'm going to do what I can. So here we go. So what I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to start over here, up here, and I'm going to just make a round base circle, okay? Out. So just make it an underpainting or the back of the flower or whatever you want to do. And just take that, fill it in, make it round. And then, if I could get that brighter, it'd be nice. There we go, a little bit better. And then what you're going to do is add a center. Just add a little center there, a little brown center. And then let's take our toe and put some white on our dirty brush. And let's take what we have there. We'll go over it again like this. Pull in, pull in. Okay, it's too wet. So sometimes you have to let it dry first before you can do more coats of paint. Alright, so trying to get this to come in, but it's having a hard time because it's so wet. Alright, so we'll just pull in some of these. We'll bring them up over here so we can get some shape. Oh, leaning over. And I'm just going to, I might come back to this one because might let it dry so we can get it done properly. Okay, so I might let this one dry and then I'll come back to it. But I'm going to show you one more, and then I will come back to that one and I will work on that one when it dries up. Okay, so just leave that one there for now. Let's try a nice red rose. So we'll take some red and we will add some blue to our red just to make a nice dark underpainting for our rose. And we'll probably put a nice big old rose right here. So let's take this and fill it in. Make our rose just by starting out like we did up there. Just pull out some edges. Pull out some edges. There we go. Just make sort of a shape. That's the center of the rose. Or I should say the background for the rose. Okay. And then we will take some white paint on our toe. And we will make two little lines kissing. And then we'll make a bigger line. You can turn it doesn't matter, you can turn it up or down, depends on what hand you are. And then make another one outside here, and another one on this side. Get some more paint. And on this side, get some more paint on your toes, on your toe. Put your toe side up. Some more, a bigger smile, and this one here needs more paint. We'll just go around, we go. Good, and then we'll just do a little edge here, just with a bit of white paint on our toe, and a little bit here on our toe. And we can always make some more up here and here. And that'll be the start of a rose for you. Okay, so you want to lighten that up a little bit, just go ahead and lighten it up. There we go, and then that's the start of a rose. So I got more flowers to show you, and I don't want to take up too much time in this one because we're almost finished. So I'd rather probably just do one more and then come back and do the baby's breath, and I think there's a black-eyed Susan there, and a few others, and then I'll then I'll let you go so you can finish your painting. So let's do one more flower. Which one did I say I was going to do? Let's do this one here, this little blue one. It's so simple, it's just the same. This time I'm going to change brushes so you can, so you can practice with different brushes. Just a flat brush. Maybe this size should be okay. Alright, square. And then we're just going to take some blue paint on the corner of our brush, on the edge of our brush, and we'll pick a spot where we want that flower. Maybe we'll put it, let's see, how about here? I know we're going over some of the ones we already did, but you'll make a decision on the way you want your composition, okay? So I'm adding some blue and white together to make a really bright blue color. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of blue. I think I'm just going to go into some blue and go into some white. I'll show you what I'm doing here now so you can see. So I'm going into some blue, some white. I'm not doing any particular. I'm just putting white and blue together and not totally mixing it, alright? Not totally mixing it, sort of. So now, there it is there. So now you're going to pull this. I'm not sure if this brush is too big. We'll find out. I'm going to touch and pull down. Let's make that brighter so you can see it. I'm going to touch and pull down. Nice big fat leaves. And when I pull down, and then I'm going to touch on the right and pull in, touch on the bottom, pull in, and touch on the left and pull in. And then you can get a little closer. Right, there we go. So that's that. And then you can also add a little bit of white to your corner of your brush and go back over and go back over again if you want to brighten it up a little bit. Just touch the top and pull down, touch the top, pull down, top and pull down. And you can also add a few smaller ones in the middle there. Just pull in a few little to fill in the sides here.